So, people, Manchester City nil, Arsenal nil. Oh man, they say Sunday is a day of rest. That game nearly put me to sleep. I was expecting a classic on this Easter Sunday. It was far from it. Is it a point gained for Arsenal, or is it 2 points dropped and an opportunity missed? I suppose. Listen, we've come a long way. If I'm disappointed that we've gone to the Etihad and not won the game. I think on reflection, the team was split into two today. The front six, in my opinion, were lackluster today, and the back five were pretty solid defensively. I think defensively this season we've been absolutely outstanding for nearly all of the season. I mean, Saliba's on the background here. He got man of the match. What a player this guy is. An absolute Rolls Royce of a defender, bodied Haaland to the floor in the first half. Gabriel looked like he wanted to beat him up for Vela settings. Kivior was shaky. I've said it a number of times during the week. I was concerned about Kivior. I think in the crunch games against better players, you won't get away with Kivior at left back. He was shaky against Bernardo. I thought Ben White was excellent at right back, put two great crosses in, defended well. David Raya did okay, kept slipping over. I don't know if his studs were long enough, but he did all right. But then I break the team down into the front six. I thought Rice was okay, didn't get on the ball enough. Jorginho was quiet, wasn't involved in the game. Odegaard, I mean, some people in the comments saying they think he did okay. I thought he was poor today, honestly. Yeah, he pressed from the front and worked hard, but the amount of times he gave the ball away and then backing out of challenges, I'm sorry. I know you're not a powerhouse of a centre midfielder. You're not Vieira. You're not going to clatter people. But you're the captain of Arsenal. You're a highly paid footballer. He's backing out of challenges because he doesn't want to get hurt. You can't do that as captain of Arsenal. 23 years ago today, we lost Rocky Rocastle. That's what Arsenal's about. Run through brick walls for this football club, bro. You don't back out of challenges. He did play one good through ball to Trossard, but he needs to be more. I want to see more leadership than that. Havertz quiet, chased after scraps. Today was the day where Arsenal needed an out-and-out striker. They needed a Tony, an Osimhen, a Gyökeres. We needed that know-how up front, somebody that's just going to shoot from long range. Saka's performance today, was he fully fit? I don't know. Should I give him that excuse? Probably not. I thought Ake would be a concern for him. He pocketed Saka last year. Ake comes off after 20 minutes. She still did nothing against Vardio. He comes limping off at the end of the game. Listen, I've been there as a player. You have that bad game, you get dragged off, you start limping, holding your hamstring. Oh, I'm not fully fit. I just thought that was a poor performance. Maybe he wasn't fully fit, but even if he isn't, he offered nothing in that game. People saying he's world class. World class players have to turn up in your biggest games. Saka, for me, is a fantastic footballer. I'm not turning on him. But if you're going to go to that level, if we're going to compare you to Robben, to Bale, to Mahrez, to the great left-footed right wingers, you turn up in the biggest games, especially away from home. Jesus, I mean, he was lively, had a couple chances, but too many touches. But we didn't look like scoring. 2 shots on goal, on target in the 90 minutes. We never looked like scoring, apart from Trossard. I would sit down Trossard tonight on the coach. I'll get the screen out and I'll say, you need to explain to me what you was thinking in that passage of play. I don't know whether he was onside or not. It looked close. Sometimes I call him Bossard when he plays great. Sometimes I call him Stella or Trossard because he plays like he's had a crate of lager before the game. Good ball from Odegaard, one of the better things he did. Martinelli unmarked at the back post. You didn't have the pace, but why did you not roll it to the back post? Why did you not see it? I need an explanation, people. How does Trossard not see Martinelli at the back post? He had space, he had time to have a look, whip it across with his left foot. Martinelli's unmarked. The guy tries to shoot at the near post. Those fine margins can cost you the game. That was our biggest chance of the match. Saka rolled it across for Jesus. He couldn't quite reach it. How did Trossard not see Martinelli at the back post? I've got no idea. I have to give some credit to the manager. I thought he made some good substitutions. Doesn't bring Nketiah on anymore. I don't know what ESR's done. He's done something wrong. This guy looks like he's never going to play for Arsenal again. I think a major positive for Arsenal today was Thomas Partey. Spoke about it midweek. A lot of Arsenal fans have given up on him. I've said a number of weeks now, 10 games, Thomas Partey. People say, what do you mean 10 games? I say, give us 10 games. Then we'll decide in the summer. Today was the first of the 10 games. I thought he looked better than Jorginho today. He came on, he got on the ball. There was one time De Bruyne ran away from him. I thought he was running in treacle. But apart from that, lovely little ball through the lines into Odegaard. Odegaard plays it through to Trossard. Trossard should roll it to Martinelli 1-0 and we're top of the Premier League. But unfortunately, Trossard had other ideas. You get Partey fit over the next few weeks. Give him game time against Luton. You try and get him into this team. I still think he's a level above Jorginho because of what he can offer you physically as well. You know, so I think that's a massive positive. Tomiyasu came on. I said on Friday I would have played Tomiyasu ahead of Kivior. I would be getting Tomiyasu fit and playing him at left back. He's a better defender than Kivior. And Kivior, listen, he's done well in the last few weeks, but when the level goes up, he's not a natural left back, so I don't want to be too harsh on him. Listen, when you look at Manchester City today and all the quality they've got, De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo, Foden, we restricted them. Their best chance of the game was probably Nathan Ake's header in the first half. It hits his shoulder. He should score. Outside of that, they haven't really created a big chance in the game. I thought Haaland got wrapped up. Saliba put him to the floor in the first half. And Gabriel looked like he wanted to fight him the whole game. I don't mind him with that aggression. It wasn't wild aggression. It was controlled aggression. I thought those two were outstanding. Ben White was superb at right back. Put a few good crosses in. Defended well. So, listen, I am conflicted in how I feel at the moment. I do feel a bit flat because the game was awful. I thought it was going to be a classic and it was a snore fest. 50% of me is like, man, 2 shots on target. If you'd made better decisions, gone for it a bit more, City maybe were there for the taking. When are you ever going to play City at the Etihad and they've got no Ederson, no Kyle Walker, no John Stones? Ake comes off after 20 minutes and you've got an opportunity to beat them. You're not often going to go to the Etihad and they've got that many players missing. The other 50% of me says they're unbeaten at home. They're the best team in the world. They're the treble winners. We've turned up there, not played that well, and we've left there with a draw. That's probably something to still be positive about. I think this result will be decided in the next few weeks. If we can go to Tottenham and Man United and Brighton and beat them, you look at the City draw and say, that's a great point. If you drop points elsewhere, you go, oh, maybe we could have gone for it and won that game. So, listen, I think we take the point and move. I'm a little bit disappointed that the attack didn't function better. You know, for all the quality, we're top goal scorers in the Premier League. I'm looking at Odegaard. I'm looking at Saka, you know, as 2 of our star attacking players. And I'm saying, I want Odegaard to be the key man today. I want him to be unplayable, where Rodri can't get near him and he's playing through balls. I want Saka to be causing havoc against Vardy once Ake comes off. And I just didn't see it. I didn't see it from the attack today. I thought the attack was lackluster. However, moving forward, because that's all we can do from this point. Yeah, we've got tough games. Tottenham, Man United. We've got Villa and Chelsea at home. But as I said before the game, Man City were the favourites to win the game today. They're unbeaten at home this season in the Premier League. I believe every other game we play this season, we're favourites to win it. So, if we've got to win 9 games out of 9 to win the title, then so be it. This club has to find a way to go to Tottenham and beat them. We beat them last season. Go to Man United and beat them. We've beaten them in the past at Old Trafford. Beat Brighton and try and win the title and go from there. But we are going to have to step it up a level. We are going to have to step it up. We seem to defend well or attack well. You've got to do both to win the big games, to win the title. Who was your man of the match today, people? Let me know in the comments. Sky gave man of the match to Saliba. Saliba, Gabriel and Ben White. Any one of those 3 for me deserve man of the match. And we go from here. Like I said, feel a bit flat. Feels like we missed an opportunity, but I think we take the point and move. I think Arteta needs to think, I need my bigger players to turn up away from home. You look at Aston Villa away, we didn't take our opportunities and we lost. Newcastle away, even though the goal was a goal that shouldn't have counted, we didn't take our opportunities and we lost. Porto away, we went there and played like that and we lost. We went to Chelsea, we played at a slower, more defensive tempo and we drew. So it shows that in big games away from home, we're lacking cutting edge a little bit. If we're going to beat Bayern Munich, if we're going to beat your Tottenhams, your Man Uniteds, if we're going to find a way eventually to beat Man City, we've got to find that killer instinct away from home. Maybe that front line is still attacking, still missing that Alexis Sanchez, that Aubameyang, that Van Persie, that bit of magic that scares people. I think Salah scares people. I think Haaland scares people. Mbappe scares people. Have we got that player in our front three that has that fear factor yet? Maybe they'll become that player, or maybe we sign that player in the summer. But listen, take the point and move. We're second in the league now. Luton midweek. Let me know who was your man of the match. And we move from there, people. Bless.